For over 40 years, the Latonia Sportsman's Club has opened its grounds for Youth Day to promote outdoorsmanship. Close to 1,000 boys and girls ages 6 through 15, along with their parents, enjoy a wealth of outdoor activities: archery, canoeing, fishing, shotgun shooting, and more. And breakfast and lunch are included. The day is free and open to the public. Volunteers, club members, and generous donations help make this day a huge success. Nick Hawkins invited me down for this event, and I cannot believe all the activities you guys have planned.
There's a ton. We have archery, shooting sports, there's food, they give out trophies at the end of the day. There's just a full gambit of things for the entire day. It's usually registration at 9:30, and it usually closes out around 5:30.
And you know, this is a really good tradition to get the kids involved outside, especially in the last 10 to 20 years with all the onslaught of video games, and you know, kids just aren't outdoors enough.
That's true. Like you said, video games is a big thing. So we try to instill values of outdoorsmanship and sportsmanship in the younger generations, so that way we can continue on the traditions of sporting, hunting, fishing, camping, so that it winds up being a great thing for kids.
You know, you're a member of this club. And do you see, you know, the residual effects, like their parents get more involved and maybe join your club, and you see,
Absolutely.
You know, that kind of involvement?
We have a membership of 100 people, and a lot of people try to get in, and you know, applying for membership, it's tough. I mean, because you know, we can only get so many people in, but we're an A1 Sportsman's Club. We try to keep, you know, the activities fresh, and you know, put new things out there for the kids, as well as the community. So there's a huge community outreach here. What kind of outdoor sports are you involved in that you regularly do? Well, I like to hunt. I'm a hunter. I like shooting sports. I fish if I can. I haven't fished for quite a while, but not as much as I'd like to. But
and then the kids, do you see them return every year?
A lot of them. A lot of them come back every year because, I mean, you know, who doesn't like a free day of activities? I mean, it's great. So
I know. I mean, the canoeing, the archery. I mean, the kids. This pond right behind us is only used for Youth Day. You cannot fish it. You, as a member, are not allowed to fish that pond.
That's correct. I could have, if I have kids that I want to bring down here, they can fish in this pond, even in non-Kids Day. So like throughout the rest of the year.
Only for
youth.
Only
for kids. So. Okay. As a member and as an adult, I can't fish in the pond. So we have another lake back there that I could fish in, but
and it's catch and release.
Yes. Yeah.
And how many acres are you know, owned by the Sportsman Club?
I believe it's 260. I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna have to check. So.
And are you gonna give me the tour and show me some of the different activities here?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shoot a 20 gauge. This will be the second time I've shot a gun in my life. I'm going to show them how it's done. You're a pretty good marksman. Well, let's see how we do. Let's see. What is your name?
Matthew.
Matthew. Where are you from?
Akron, Ohio.
You came in from Akron?
Yeah.
How old are you?
13.
Is this the first time you've been here?
This is my second time.
You really like it? I think this is really awesome. Joanne, Sandy, and Kelsey are volunteering here. Now, are you members of the club?
I'm not a member of the club.
But your husband is?
No, a friend of mine's a member of the club, but we're with the VFW Auxiliary in Washingtonville, and we volunteer to help them out.
You know, I forgot to ask, is this club open to women?
Yes.
Oh, it is? Oh, well, better yet. Okay, 2 women are members, but the VFW, you guys help out, because this really is a big event.
Yes, it is. Extremely large event for what they do for these children. Oh my God, it's awesome.
I know, and you know, making it free all day long, all the activities. I mean, you have to get a lot of volunteers and a lot of sponsorship. You say your husband, Kelsey, is a member here? Oh my gosh, Nick's your husband? Well, Nick and I have been emailing. I hope you're not good with a gun. Well, George Stacy is a beekeeper, and you may remember a few years back, George, I went out to his home and went through all of his hives with him. And do you see the kids taking an interest in your bees when you're talking with them?
Yes, I do. This is a good place to come because they have so many young people here today that show up because there's a lot of interesting things that they can do here. So I like coming here and being able to explain honeybees to them and what goes on in the hive.
So how are your hives? I know, you know, when we last spoke, they were really dwindling. Do you see that people are using less pesticides, and how's your bee population?
This year it's been a bad year. A lot of people lost most of their bees. Even beekeepers that I consider to be good beekeepers went from 24 to 6 hives.
Why is that?
It was a bad year. We had a lot of cold weather late in the year, and that killed a lot of the beehives. But we've got a lot of people interested in it. You know, I belong to Columbiana Mahoning County Beekeepers Association, and we've got like 160 members in that association now, and we're getting 50 to 60 beekeepers at a meeting every month. So there's a lot of people interested in keeping bees, and we're really trying to get young people involved in it.
More from Youth Day in Latonia right after this. Ken Gross is a member of the club, and every year you are on the chili duty?
Yes, I am.
And this is your recipe that's made?
It's not my recipe. I took it over from Mr. Turner.
Is that Mr. Turner over there?
Turner.
Is he doing a good job? No, he's saying thumbs down. I don't know if you're really carrying on the tradition.
I'm trying. I had some big shoes to fill.
Now, you do make 3 cauldrons.
We'll probably add one more here when this one gets low. Redo it.
And what are you going for here? Heat, flavor? Do you have any complaints from the kids?
Flavor, and we call it children-friendly, kid-friendly.
Yeah, so you don't make it
It's
too
not
killer
too
hot.
But we do have some hot stuff down on the end if you want to add to it.
How many years have you been involved with the Sportsman's Club?
I've been here roughly 6 or 8 years.
I mean, this event is unbelievable.
That's one of the reasons I joined down here. I first came down and I helped out somebody that needed help on Kids Day, and it showed me that this club cared about the future of the kids and what they do, you know, what they can do in the outdoors.
And do you partake in any of the activities?
Not today. Got my
Now,
hands full.
are you a shooter, fisherman? What is your outdoor activity of choice?
I'm a hunter. I like to deer hunt and bow hunt.
These different pelts come from all over the state.
All over, and these were all caught with traps.
Yes, everything was caught with traps. You see the coyotes there behind you, right behind you, and the beaver on the table there, they were all caught with traps.
Now, coyotes have really presented to be a problem up here.
There's a lot of coyotes around now.
How did they wind up in our neck of the woods?
They migrate because of population expansion. They're migrating from the south, and they're migrating up from Mexico, and they're all ending up all over the country.
I mean, it's crazy. We were over in the Greenville area, and they were telling us that there's coyotes and that they are killing their
Right around here.
chickens and that.
Right around here, yes. And they'll get small baby fawns in the spring. You know, they'll attack them for food. They're predators.
Yes.
You know.
So when you trap them, are some of them trap and release, or is it really more of the problem animals are just trapped?
Well, we're trapping right now. The price of furs is down, so there's not as many people trapping as there were in the past. But yes, a lot of people are trapping coyotes just to get the population down.
Well, this is Carson, and he is in kindergarten, and you just made this birdhouse?
I don't know what to say.
That's okay. You don't have to say anything. Where are you gonna put this? Do you watch birds in the backyard?
Yes.
Okay, so where do you think you're gonna mount it? Was this hard to make?
Yes, it was a little bit hard.
Did you do all the nail pounding yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think this is cool, and I think finches will like it. We'll have to put special seeds in there, and you can start watching, birds from your window.
Yes. And we're going to put it at my pappy's.
Oh, you're going to put Grandpa's? And come here, Grandpa. I want you to see why this kid is such a big kid. Grandpa, get over here. Look at Grandpa Jim. That is so nice that you brought Carson out here.
He's one of my 12 grandkids.
Well, let me tell you, he takes after you. When he told me he was in kindergarten, I said, you've got to be the biggest kid in your class.
He's huge.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. You bring him out here, your grandkids a lot?
Oh, yeah, every year.
This is a great event.
All for the kids. All for the kids. That's what it's all about.
Wes Hull is also a member of the club, and 20 years, huh?
I started in 1989.
And you've always been very involved in this Youth Day.
I tried to. I think I missed one in all those years.
Now, your hat is very interesting. You made this.
I made it in high school back in 1974.
Really?
At Latonia High School in shot class.
Well, okay, the 70s. And your head hasn't changed, huh?
Well, I guess not.
Okay, so is this, did you do the own tanning and that of the leather, or did you find the leather?
I bought the leather and I cut out the pattern and I made my own hat.
Instead of a belt, Wes made a hat. Well, very cool. Now, what bands were you listening to back in 1974?
I guess that would have to be AC/DC and Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
Do you remember any of this?
Oh, I do. I too am a high schooler from the 70s. So, yes. So, Bob, you're on the flu. Are you good at this flu?
Well, I can be. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
So it's kind of like skeet shooting for arrows.
Yes, it's just like skeet shooting. The flu arrows don't fly so far because of the big feathers and that, and it's real simple to do.
And what is the ball? What is that made of?
It's just a styrofoam ball that's duct taped, and we just launch it and they try to hit it.
How many kids hit it?
Today there's only been about 3.
Okay, we get ready. And you and me, we're going to do it, and we're going to hit it.
We're going to do it.
I shot was that a 20 gauge? Yeah, I got a little bit off. I nicked the little clay tile.
That counts. If you nick it, it counts.
Just, I want everybody to know I'm for real. I know, it's pathetic.